Hi there everyone, it's me again, Dracula's daughter with the hedge dragged through the hedge backwards. Hope you're all okay, and thank you for watching and subscribing on our videos and sharing, I hope. Right, today, well, to start with, I was sent a thingy on Facebook about this time next year. There's a show thing in Australia, so we have it here as well in the UK. It's basically what people want to be this time next year in 12 months time kind of thing. And one of them was a woman that came on and she said, I want to be a man. She don't want to be start testosterone and everything like that. And then she went off, and then a year later she came back and totally different transformation. She looked so happy and everything. And her mother and sister and brother or whoever was in the audience at this time, and she became a he and come out as a he. His name was Marcus, I think. And the interviewer, sorry, I've got something in my eye. The interviewer turned around and said, "Well, your father's here too," which surprised the trans man, Marcus, because, like he said he hasn't had a very good relationship with his father. It's been strained. It hasn't been. His father hadn't been there with him, kind of thing, to go through all this. And his father. And what it all boiled down to is basically the father couldn't cope with the fact that once he had a daughter and then all of a sudden he had a son. And that's what it was. It was the fact that, and I have covered this in my first few videos anyways, the fact that we as trans people don't give people around us enough time to get used to us being trans. Like with Marcus and his father, basically, once we come out to ourselves and come to terms with it ourselves, we expect people to understand straight away, which they don't and they can't, because they haven't gone through the process that we go through. They haven't gone through decades, in some cases, of doubting yourself, of trying to be somebody that you're not, and basically living a lie, really. And and then once we are true to ourselves, we expect people to just be on our, okay then. But you have to remember that the nearest and dearest have known us as one gender, that in our wrong gender, as it were, and then we expect them to accept us straight away, just like that, literally just like that, as another gender. And I wrote in there, it's like losing a child, but there's no funeral, there's grief, but there's no ending to the grief, because there is no funeral. There is no plaque somewhere that the parent can go and lay flowers and say, "Well, that was my child. Now that child is dead," kind of thing. There is none of that, because the child is still out there. The child is still alive, but in a different gender, and that's what we have to remember. Because trans people are, well, I'm talking about myself, I'm talking about other trans women as well. We are selfish. We can be very, very selfish, and it's like, this is me now, and you have to accept it. And it's just too much for a lot of people. I've been lucky. Most of the people around me accepted me straight away, which was lovely. But I have some friends which I haven't seen in a long time, since way before I started transitioning, and they probably still think of me as male, because I was a boy. And that's how they remember me. They haven't seen me like this. They haven't seen me as a girl. They haven't seen me as a tranny with big boobs. They haven't been through that journey with me. Whereas the friends I have now that are near me, with me, see me all the time, they were through it all. And and the subsequent friends I made after that, they only know me as this person. they didn't know me before. And I was talking to my landlord yesterday. We went out and had lunch, which was nice. And he turned around and said to me, Tony, he said, even though I knew you, he said, before you started transitioning, he said, I still see you as a woman. Because that was very lovely of him to say so. It was a compliment, it really was a compliment, because that's how he sees me. And but like he said, if he knew me for 30 years, 35 years, and he only saw me once a year, then it would be easy, because it's done. It would be easy to deal with, you know. So like, see you once a year, or once every couple of years, and then all of a sudden you're a woman. That's fine, Tony, I'll be able to deal with like that. But if we were friends for 30 years and we saw each other every day, day in, day out, we worked together, we went to school together and everything like that, you know, we lived in the same house or whatever, on the same street just down the road, and we went to work together, came home together, went partying, went clubbing, went pubbing together and whatever, then he said it would be very, very difficult to accept you as the different person, not as a different gender, not necessarily a different person, because I haven't changed. I'm more open about stuff now than I used to be, I suppose. But anyway, so and that's what we as trans people have to remember, that people that are around us and know us as one gender, especially family, know us in one gender, and then once we trans women come to terms with being trans, and then telling our nearest and dearest, right, you have to treat me like this now, you have to use this pronoun and blah blah blah, whatever, you know, you can't call me he anymore, you can't call me him anymore, you have to be she or her, and everything like that. And it is a lot for people to get used to, especially family, and we as trans people should understand that, and I feel that we don't understand that. We don't want to, maybe. It's like, because there is a huge relief coming out to yourself, as it were, and then telling your nearest and dearest about it. You know, so it is basically a step closer to being who you want to be and whatever, but we have to sit back and try and understand how other people might feel about us being transgender. Well, anyway, and that's the end of that. So, but anyway, so I wanted to share that with you, because I've shared it with you before about that. So I had to reiterate the reason why I started this channel and these videos. It was for that. But anyway, so today, apart from all that, just ignore all that now. So, like, hello, it's me. Dracula's daughter today is channeling the psychotic Dracula's daughter, or is it psychic? Oh, it's one of those anyway, but you make your mind on which one it is. I'm going to try and do, because I do tarot reading and apparently I'm psychic and I do come up with stuff. If you want anyone to substantiate that, get in touch with one of my friends, Gina, because she calls me her freaky friend, so freaky scary friend, because things I have come out with have come true, and that's without using cards or anything. We just talk and all of a sudden I come up with something and it happens. So, and some of my dreams have come true and everything. So, but anyway, so today, well, yesterday on my way to meet the landlord for lunch, I went and saw a friend, and I'm not going to name the friend because this is a personal thing, and they were talking about, you keep saying you're going to do me a card reading, a tarot reading. So, and I don't want to infringe on her work day or her lunch break or whatever like that. So, so I thought I'll try and see if I can channel her, my friend, through, you know, so and do it this way and see what happens. And I'm not going to do a full tarot reading. I'm going to do what's called a half tarot. Basically, is just using the major arcana of the tarot, because the major and minor, just there's just minimum, and then the minor has got loads of cards basically. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do today. The cards I use are the tarot of the cat people. I have them in the box. This is the box that I keep them in. That's the box I keep them in, and I have loads of little crystals in there. See all the crystals in there that the tarot cards lie on. And let's just put the box down now. And hold on. Get my glasses out of the way. So there. So the tarot cards stay in that box on a corner of my unit. I've got them wrapped up in raw silk, raw Indian silk, as you can see. They've been like that for all right. The dogs decided to come. And the tarot of the cat people, they are absolutely stunning. Look at the back of them. Look, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? That's the cat people, tarot of the cat people, and I'll show you the first one. Zena, I'll leave it, please. See, look, that's the Empress there, and every card has a cat somewhere around, and aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they beautiful? And I've had these for a long time, but when I first got them, hold on, putting this bit back in the box. The first time I got them, I used them, and I had to leave them for 5 years because they were so intense and they were so in your face. That's cats for you. Cats are very, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, then there's no in between. And these cards are the same. And I was very, very very intimidated by them because they were so upfront, and I did do one reading. I told somebody that she was going away. She asked she's going to be ill again, and I said yes. I said but things will be okay, and I told her she'd be going away at the end of the summer, and she passed away, unfortunately. So you know, and that freaked me out as well. But anyway, so with my friend, I'm just channeling her now. I've got Xena in there chewing on a plastic bottle. I can hear her, naughty girl. The cat is there, the dog, one of the dogs is there, so let me channel. Yes, Simba, that's what Mummy is doing. Right, sorry about the silence. Is he channeling? Right, okay. Let me put the cards out. Right. Okay. Right. One thing is oh right, okay, okay. Right. Strength is needed, definitely strength is needed. I think it's two situations that you're in. Strength is needed. Something is, you think that something is too good to be true. I don't think it is. Major changes, and I mean major changes, and everything will be okay. The first card you have is the moon, and the moon is basically saying that not everything is as you see it. I know your situation, I know what's been going on, so that this could be to do with that, I don't know, but it's down to you, how you interpret the cards really. But I say that you are being, is somebody trying to blind you and trying to tell you something, not to do something, and it's not going to be, don't listen to them, basically. Do not listen to them. I think somebody is trying to tell you to do something. Is there a car involved? I don't know. I can feel movement. Is there a car involved? But things are going to pick up. Things are going to pick up if you stop listening to other people. You have to make your mind up who you're going to listen to, and start listening to yourself. Start listening to you. I'm really channeling you now, girl. Start listening to you and look at things a different way. You have to have more faith in yourself. That's what I'm feeling with these cards here, because you've got the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hermit, the Hanged Man, and the High Priest. And Zena, thank you, darling. So I'm put some more cards out. All right, okay. Right. The changes in your relationship. Only you know if they're right. According to the cards, they're right. You've got the Lovers, the Star, and the Star, which basically means reach for the stars, reach for it. I can't see. Like I said to you yesterday, I thought there was another man in your relationship and in your life, and you said no, it's the same one. But he has changed now. I think that change is going to stay for a long while. But learn from past situation. I say learn from the past situation. And if you don't learn, you have to rein back your emotions. Be careful where you step, but be strong. Be strong. I think there is going to be some news that's going to change your life, and I don't think it's going to be very nice at the start, but you will end up being okay with it. It is a lesson to learn. This has nothing to do with your relationship. The lesson is I feel as if there's going to be another business proposition. That's what I'm seeing here, another business proposition which won't bode well. Emotions are going to be involved in this, so somebody close to you might want to start a business with you, and you might think that it's going to be okay, but it's not. It's not going to be okay at all. So I'll try and bash that on the head. But apart from that, apart from the business thing, it looks like things are on the up. I don't know how, but there's like positive things coming through business-wise for you. But you still need balance there between your work life and your social life. That's where things might go a bit wrong, but you learn by your mistakes. So these cards are telling me you are learning by things, and you have to start seeing things in a different way as well. Going back to yesterday, I think it's like seeing that in a different way, and giving that a bit more of a chance, if you know what I mean. If that's what you want, if that is what you want, then do it, and it doesn't matter what other people think or say. It is your life, you do what you want. But there is going to be changes. There is going to be changes, and the changes are in the relationship. And I think there can be good changes, actually. And the change is within yourself, not in the relationship itself, if you know what I mean. It's to do with you. The change is in you. A lot of people are gonna dig their heels in and say, oh no, you can't change, you can't do this, you can't do that. But you are going to change for the better. And you're going to be learning a lot more about a particular person that you think was a friend. Oh, pardon me, and they're not. It is going to be an emotional one, actually. It really is going to be an emotional one. But all told, it's going to be a really good one. And yes, I can feel it being a really good one. And somebody's watching over you, and she's helping you as well. You know who it is. And she's there. She's very proud of you. She's watching you, and she always will be proud of you, regardless of what you do. Who keeps calling you a star? Somebody keeps calling you a star, your little star. Which is a lovely thing to say to somebody. I keep seeing that star, you're a star, you're a star, you're a star. Keep your emotions in check, my dear. Keep your emotions in check. Don't get too emotionally involved at the moment, and especially with this thing with the business venture. Be careful with that, because I can't see that happening at all. You have to dig your feet in with that, and if you do go into a business relationship with this person, you'll have to watch where you step, watch your step, and basically, it's not saying don't go for it. I'm going back to what I said because it says not to go, but I'm picking up more again. It doesn't say not go for it, but be very, very careful. Be very, very, very careful with this person. I feel it's a female, not a male, not somebody that you were thinking of. I feel this is a female. I think she's already asked you, and I think you're thinking about it because you're thinking about the business staying. Just be very, very careful. Go through all the ins and outs, and make sure you get it right in writing, on paper, all signed and still properly done. And whoever this person is, she is close to you, and you think of her as a friend. Put that aside because the friendship, the business part of it might ruin the friendship side. It's not her taking advantage, it's not doing what's expected, I think the word is I'm looking for, what I'm looking for. You have got a lot of learning to do. There's, like I said, there's changes, good changes, and these changes are going to make you see things in a different way. And I think it's going to be in a more positive light. Things are going to be seen in a more positive light, and you're going to stop second guessing yourself and second guessing other people. Well, some other people anyway. People are going to try and get your goat up, try and get on your nerves, but you're not going to let them. All in all, they're very good cards, but with the business proposition, I'd keep an eye out on that one, and the changes in yourself and with yourself, I think are going to be good. I do see a new venture. I do see a new venture. But whether it works out, it's entirely between you and this other person. And that's where the work is going to come in, and learning more about yourself as well. There's a bit of doubt. There is a bit of doubt. I feel that doubt. The doubt is like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's from you or from this other person, this other woman, but doubt is there. And learning, you have to learn, well, not have to, you will be learning not to doubt yourself, but I'm talking about this other bit of doubt now with this new venture. This other doubt, I don't know if it's from you or from her. I just feel the doubt over this new business, new venture. I still see the business going. I still see the original business going. It can be like, is it windfall? I'm just trying to think. Just trying to think. No, it's not. See, it's just they're contradicting each other here. Now I'm contradicting myself by reading these. Is it a windfall? Something anyway. So something. It's all going to balance out. It's all going to balance out. It's all going to balance out very soon, actually, very, very soon. It looks like you're going to be learning a lot about yourself in this situation. And that could mean that you're pushing yourself too much, and you are learning that there's only so much you can do, and to stop pushing yourself so much. See, this is the first time ever I've done a reading for anybody without them being present. So, you know, and I do know this person. I do know her. So, and I know the trials and tribulations that she has been through and is going through. So, but these cards are positive ones. So I look more towards you than other people to help you in that one particular situation that you're finding difficult to not accept but come to terms with, or do you know, I'm trying to think of the word, trying to sort out. It's a lot of jumble, everything's just all coming to one bang, but it's not. You have to take a step back, you have to take a step back, and you have taken one step back, you need to take another step back and look at what's going on around you. Not everyone is there for your benefits, let's say. I can feel that. She comes as a friend. It could be this business venture again. She comes as a friend, but she's not. Be careful of her. I think you do know her. Be careful of her. And let's have a look now and see what's. See, it's just, yeah. So, you are going to be much stronger. You are going to be. You are going to be the boss, as it looks like. I see there's, you've got the magician, which basically means that, well, my interpretation of the magician is like somebody who has so much stuff to do, like a particular amount of stuff to do, and juggle loads of things. And this is what I'm saying with you. This new venture, you'll be juggling more and more and more and more, while the other person will be juggling less, if you know what I mean. That's where the friendship is going to kill it off. Is going to get killed off by that. You have to be strong within yourself to put your foot down and say, I did say that to you yesterday, didn't I? Just say, right, enough's enough. I'm not going to put up with this crap. Don't put up with this shit. You've stepped over the line. Step back, or else. And this is to do with the business venture as well. You have to, regardless if they're a friend of yours or not, you have to be businesslike. And if they don't like that, and your friendship is going to suffer from that, then the friendship wasn't real at the start. Simple as, because it's mutual respect really at the end of the day, isn't it? So, do you know, you're doing good, girl. You are really doing good. You're doing good, and she is proud of you. Believe me, she's proud of you. She's watching you. She's proud of you. Even if you stumble, she's still proud of you. My little star. I see my little star's coming up again. Oh, you're a star. You're a star. That's coming up again. But yes, so you got to be strong, girl. You got to be strong, and don't let anyone take the mickey out of you. Don't let anyone take control of what you do have. I think somebody might try and do that, but that wasn't a very positive read, was it? But yes, so as a matter of fact, yes, so just be careful who you let back into your life again, because not all of them are going to be friends. New people that you meet, hold them at arm's length. To begin with, especially ones of the female persuasion, let's say, because I think that's one of them that's going to try and cause trouble. It's not going to happen because you have more faith within yourself and other people, and your true friends around you. But this one is going to try and ruin your friendship with a few people, and of course it's not going to happen, as you know. See, that's a lovely card there. Isn't that beautiful? So, but honestly, don't let them. And people around you are going to be there anyway, regardless of what happens. So don't worry too much about the people around you, because they know that this person is basically taking a mickey out of you, and they will tell you. Well, you know, I will tell you. but apart from that, everything else is positive, very positive. And the relationship, yes, there are a few things that has to come, has to be sorted out. Few ground rules, I feel, and you know that yourself. So few ground rules, and if he doesn't accept them, it's pointless carrying on. But I think he will accept them, and I think things are going to get better and better and better. Like I said yesterday, I thought he was a totally different person, totally different guy. But like you said, no, he's changed a lot. And so is this beautiful stone. Purple, colour purple, not the film, The Colour Purple, but you need some purple in your life, girl. But still watch yourself, still watch your step, still, be careful around with the people around you and everything. So but apart from that, if you're on your toes, everything will be a-okay, but you have to learn about yourself more, and I think you should be a bit more assertive towards certain people. That's what I feel with these cards altogether. So I hope it was okay. I've never done a reading like this before, so please, I will message you privately to let you know this video will be on air. So, and of course, in the meantime, so afterwards, if any of it comes true and I hit the mark, please let me know, and I'll continue doing it this way, because it'd be easier for people if they just message me and say, "Oh, can you do me a reading on video?" and I can just post it, and then message them if they don't mind me posting it on YouTube. It'll be private anyway, because there's no names going to be mentioned about the person who's going to having their tarot read. But of course, if you want any more in-depth reading, just call me and we can meet up for coffee somewhere, and we'll do it that way, and in person. So with that, oh gosh, it's gone over 30 minutes. So bye bye, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Please like and share the videos and the channel as well, and if you hit the little bell icon right next to the subscribe button, you will get notifications every time I post a new video, and it's usually 3 days a week I do videos. It was Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, but it looks like I'll be doing it whichever day I feel like doing it. So last week I did a Monday, didn't I? I did 3 videos on a Monday and posted them all in one go, which was a bit silly of me, but hey ho, it happens. And this time, well, this is Tuesday today, so I wasn't expecting this to be this long, so do apologise. And in a few weeks, hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll have a proper editing app, so I can edit my videos and make them look a little better, make me look a little less as if I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. But hey ho, it's a look, isn't it? It's a look, as they say. But anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and please share and like and all of that. Okay then, speak to you soon. Bye bye.